Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to be talking about my budget for the month of August, so let's just get started. So first up, as usual, is housing. So this month that's going to represent 28% of my budget. As a rule of thumb, you want your housing to be like a max of 30% of your budget, so I'm like right there. To make it more simple, I've started combining a lot of things, well, not a lot, but like multiple things under housing. So that's my rent, it's my utilities, and I've also added my phone bill, because in past videos I had like my phone bill as a separate category and it was like really small, like 1%. So I just went ahead and added it to housing. But yeah, so 28% for the month of August. Next is subscriptions, and that's going to represent 3% of my budget this month. So with subscriptions, that is usually a smaller percent, like 2%, but this time it's 3%, because this month that includes not just monthly subscriptions. I had some subscriptions that are like quarterly, even one that's yearly that popped up that I forgot about. So it's kind of surprising to get like that email saying, hey, we're going to be charging you in like 3 days. Do you want to renew this? And they were all things that I did want to renew, so I just kept it. But yeah, so subscriptions is 3 months, 3% this month. Next is living. I think that that's always the same thing because I always take out the same amount. So living, if you're new to the channel, for me, it just works best for me to take out cash, and living is everything from like eating out, groceries, household items, a little bit of shopping, also entertainment, although what is entertainment these days? I usually don't like use anything from that because I'm not doing anything right now, because in case you're watching this in the future, it is now August of 2020. So yes, things are still bleak right now. Anyway, but that's living. Next is my treat yourself budget, and that's 6%. So I do that to kind of give myself permission to treat myself and do like nice things for myself. So small percentage of my overall budget, but just a little like wiggle room to do something nice for me. Next is giving. So that is 4%. It's important to give back. So 4% for this month. It could be higher, but the Lord knows my heart, so it's okay. Savings. So if you've seen my past videos, savings is a new category for me, and it's new because earlier in the year I reached my goal for my savings account. So I have $5,000 in a savings account that I don't touch, and it's only for emergencies. And I reached that goal, and I thought that that was going to be good enough. But story time, let me tell you what happened recently. So at work one day, I say at work, I'm working from home right now, thankfully, but I was just sitting on my couch, working, and I got an email from like our director of our team, and it was like, urgent, we're having a team meeting in like 15 minutes. And I was like, what is this about? And one person on our team is pregnant, and I thought that it like had something to do about her and her baby. So I was just like hoping that everything was okay with the baby. But I'm so naive because that's not what it was about at all. So we get into the meeting with the whole team, like 20 plus people. And the director, he starts off by saying, as you all know, these are hard times in the world, and people have been laid off, and unfortunately our team is not immune. And I was like, where are you going with this? And like, I knew where he was going with this, but I didn't want him to say it. And he was kind of like dragging it out. And the more he was talking, in my mind, like just came like a string of 4-letter words, ironically, immediately followed by like a prayer to God, just like, God, please don't let it be me. Spoiler alert, it was not me. I did not get laid off. But one person on my team did, unfortunately. So they're no longer with the company. Like, they just logged in one day and they no longer had a job. which is really scary. And even though I already have, my savings account built up, the fact that I immediately panicked once they told us that people were getting laid off, I think is a sign that I should build up my savings account even more. So right now, sorry. So right now, the 5,000, that's, I think I can do 2 months with that. If I got laid off and only had my savings account to go off of or live off of, I think I can do 2 months. And that's not splurging. That's not fancy living. That's paying rent and eating and staying current on bills and stuff. But survival mode type. And I think that can do for 2 months. I can be conservative with my money estimates. So I may have a little more wiggle room than that, but I'm going to call that 2 months. And that's better than nothing. But you never know how long it could take you to find a new job. And what if it took me longer than 2 months? And, if you've seen other videos on the channel, I talk a lot about financial independence and things like that. And I'm the only person who pays my rent. I'm the only person who buys groceries. I'm the only person that puts gas in the car. Everything is on me. And the idea of not being able to support myself terrifies me. And I just sit and wonder what would happen if I did get laid off and I did go through my entire savings fund. What would I do? I don't know. I really don't know. And that scares me. I would not want to move back home with my parents. I know that that's a blessing to even be able to have that as an option, but I would never even want to do that. No offense, mom and daddy. I don't think they'd want me there permanently anyway. But yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And it can't ever come down to that. So that's why I'm we just going to beef up this savings account so that it's at least 3 months. And I don't know the exact amount that I want to build up the savings fund to. I just know I want it to be more than that. So at some point in the future, I'll stop adding to it. But as for now, we're just going to keep building it up. Yeah. Moving on. Next is other. And I created this category because even though I do plan out my money, I tend to leave a little bit of money as a buffer in my checking account. So basically that money, if you notice, I don't have gas as a category. So when I do have to put gas in my car, it usually comes out of that other category. Most places do accept cash, but there are some places right now who aren't accepting cash because of everything that's going on. So when I want to go to those places, I have to use my card. That comes out of the other. So things like that. It's just just a small buffer, just in case I can't use cash somewhere. Next is student loans at 5%. So yeah, I'm just right now, until September, as of this moment, until September, you don't have to pay anything on federal student loans, but this whole time period, I've been still making payments, just taking advantage of the no interest right now. So I'm still going to make a payment this month. Next is my Apple credit card. If you don't know the fiasco that happened last month with the Apple credit card, because I was so close to paying it off, but I had to put more things on it. So I'm back doing payments for that, and that's going to be 8%. And last but not least, I'm focusing on the city credit card right now. That's where I'm focusing debt the most, at 15% of my overall budget for the month. So that's pretty much it. That's my plan as of now for the month of August. Hopefully nothing crazy happens and I can stick to that plan. But as for now, that's what we're gonna do. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. We're growing. I'm almost at 1,600 subscribers. I have a goal of being at 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed already, help me reach that goal by hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you.